Good morning. This is Kimberley Buckler. I'm in Cochrane, Alberta, and my business is Spirit and Soul Healing. I hope you had a magical weekend and your week ahead goes really, really well and you have lots of fun with it, no matter what you're doing. I had an amazing opportunity to explain something this weekend and I'd like to try to do it again. It's about finding that balance in our life where it's like the male and the female having an equal balance. It's being the lover and the warrior having an even balance. The light and the dark having an even balance where um, we're strong in both ways and we can flourish when we can achieve that state of well-being. And my explanation was, and a way for me to explain this was that over the years with the natural healing, I learned how to, especially with my first Reiki practitioner, learned how to provide a hug. That hug of pure love, that hug of unconditional love when you put your arms around someone and you just hug them and just be there present for them at the time. Those hugs are awesome to receive. And I never remembered ever being hugged like that before. And I learned to do the same thing and to feel that unconditional love in my heart. And as I did more and more work as a Reiki practitioner, I also was able to look at each and every client with unconditional love. Every person I met on the street with unconditional love. It doesn't matter who we are, where we've been, what we've done, what we're doing at the moment in the present, or we may be doing in the future. What I see within you is a beautiful soul. And when I see this beautiful soul, it brings tears to my eyes. I might not always like what you're doing or what a person's up to, but that's okay. And it's not right for me to judge whatever you're doing. I have no right to do that because I know I've been in positions myself where things didn't go well or I may have done something that wasn't quite nice. But that's not who I am now. And to remember to always be in the heart. A lesson I have had also as a practitioner is how to combine both the unconditional love and to be that warrior. Several years ago, I started doing house clearings and I started to learn how to get over my fears of the unseen, the unknown, the fears of not being able to protect someone. And with the house clearings, I remember the first time I went, I was shaking in my shorts. I put a whole bunch of crystals in my pocket and I called the angels in and I asked for protection. When I got to the place, I found out later that the angels had arrived there before I did. And that's the feedback from one of the clients. She's very intuitive and she saw a lot of things that I didn't see at that time. So I knew the angels were there. With this, going into the house, going in with unconditional love, and knowing that the love within my heart and the love that we bring in from God Creator is a very strong, powerful love. And when I bring that love in from Creator into my heart, Creator God into my heart, it gets stronger and stronger, and I can feel it as it goes out. So whatever it was in that house, I got a beam with that unconditional love from above into whatever was in there to help transmute it. And it was interesting because afterwards I found out that again, the angel showed up before I got there. Before I left, out of the blue, I asked Archangel Michael to bag whatever was in that house so it wouldn't cause any harm between me and getting there. And when I got there and seen what was in there, it was a little girl spirit that was causing havoc. And what we got to do was energetically change the vibration of this girl's spirit to help her out so she can cross over. So in that way, you're becoming the warrior, you're going in, you're providing protection, you help them to make change. But as a spiritual healer, you're also going in there with unconditional love. So I was able to combine the two and have a nice balance to help the family out in that home. This is something we need to remember to do on a daily basis, no matter who we are, no matter what we're doing, and no matter what we're seeing and observing. There are some things that make my stomach sick when I see it. But at the same time, I've got to remember not to go into judgment. I got to remember to be unconditional love. First of all, I transmute my energy because I don't want my energy being pulled down where I feel the same as whatever's going on in that energy field that made me feel uneasy. Right away, I bring in the unconditional love from up above, from God Creator, and I bring it in through my whole being. I breathe it in, and then I breathe it out. And as I breathe it out, I visualize it going through my body into Mother Earth. Do it again. So by the time I've done that 3 times, my whole energy field has changed. It's shifted. It feels a lot better and a lot stronger. Another thing we can do is we can encounter something where we feel the heebie-jeebies around us. We can just go love and light, love and light, love and light, love and light, love and light over and over again until we feel the vibration in our body work shift and change. So we feel good again. And then we're able to present ourselves as that light being or that being with beautiful love in the heart and emit loving energy towards whatever scared the jeepers out of us. The male, the female. The female is very nurturing, very loving, caring. The male is very powerful and strong and wants to protect. And I learned over the years from the time I was a child to be in that state of being from as I went through things in my life and wanting to look after people and yet at the same time wanting to protect them. So again, we got that spiritual warrior and we got that lover together in a package. We got the male and female, the nurturing and the protect again in a beautiful package, the light and dark again in a beautiful package to be able to go into the dark and to meet whatever it is in there, to emanate the beautiful love and bring change, and then to be able to come up and to become up unscathed. It takes practice, it takes work. And I know each and every one of us can do this. Now, when I had an explanation, provide an explanation of an experience I had, and I may have shared this in videos before. I was walking down a beach in Australia and I was by myself and I had my walking stick in my hand. And I went down part of the way and then I saw this group up on the side of the beach and they were up in the picnic area and I was a little bit jealous because these people were together, they were friends, they were chatting, they were having fun. And me being the shy empath has a hard time doing stuff like that. And I listened to them, I thought, and then I go, okay, they're having an awesome time. It's really neat to hear. So I went down the path a little bit more, and then as I coming back, all of a sudden I heard a lot of negative chitter chatter, cussing and cursing from that same group. I thought, whoa, something's not gone right there. And I was nervous to walk by, even though they were way up on the hill. And I stopped, and I breathed in the white light and the love from God and Creator into the heart and through my body. And I did that 3 times, and I visualized my energy field going out and away from my body. And I felt a lot stronger, a lot more confident. So with this, I started walking forward. And I totally forgot about the group up on the top. And then all of a sudden I realized it was really quiet. And I sort of peeked up. And they were looking at me and they were waving and saying, they're ready to say hi. And they're saying hi. And I waved back and I said hi. And I thanked God Creator and Spirit for that moment to help me shift and change the energy in my field and also change the energy in another person's field unknowingly. And the vibration of that went out. So after I shifted my energy, I felt very powerful. I felt very strong. I felt like nothing could harm me in any way. And it felt really good. One thing we need to remember when we're walking as practitioners and healers, and even if we're not a practitioner and healer, when we have that sense of power, we need to also be very, very careful of that power and how to use it properly. And never to harm anyone with it. So, something happened in my life. I had something happen in my life where I had emanated a whole bunch of anger towards someone. And this anger was a whole collection of memories of things that was said to me over the years. And it was about this person. And all of a sudden, all these memories went flying out. And the anger I sent was just awful. And I really didn't like it. And it shook me up. And then a while later, a few weeks later, I was going on a walk, and all of a sudden I could feel all these anger darts hit my back, and I realized, oh, that's what anger darts are. And I brought the white light in over my body and wrapped up those anger darts and sent them back to the person. My mistake was to send those anger darts back in white light. The thing I should have done was just bring the white light in through my body and transmute everything that happened. Transmute all those darts, let them slide away and dissolve, and just to build up my body again. So in the end, I encountered that person later on, and I had a bit of a chat with her and explained some stuff to her, and it was a really good lesson for me to know that when something has been sent our way, unknowingly or knowingly, something angry has been sent our way, knowingly or unknowingly, to transmute the energy in our field. First thing you do is transmute that energy. You bring the love and the light in through over your whole body, and you let it wrap around your whole body and transmute it so you become stronger. You become more powerful with love, unconditional love. And then you stop and you look at what happened. Is it worth sending back something? No, never. Because if you send something back, then you're doing the same thing the person did to you. You want to step above that and go, no, I just transmuted this. If this happens again, I will have a conversation with the person and say, you know what? What's happening is unacceptable. If I've done anything to anger you, I am very, very sorry. And it was a lesson for me to learn not to do this again. And so again, learning that we can transmute our energy, we can bring our energy field up really high, we can be in the heart, unconditional love, no judging, and to be aware of our language, the way we speak, the way we present ourselves, the way we act towards others, and to always be kind and gentle, and always use words of kindness and gentleness. And if we're still a little bit angry with someone, don't mention their name that we're angry at, and also don't say cruel and mean words about them, because you know what? When you do that, that's going to come back to you. Don't send an angry energy out, because that's going to come back to you. So always to be in the heart, to be the love and light, to find that equal balance in our life, the male, the female, the lover, the warrior, the light, the dark. And as we do this, we all get stronger and stronger, and we're able to help more people around us. And if we can't, they're going to feel the effect of our energy field getting bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter. So with this, I say thank you for stopping today and listening. Practice that. See what you can do with it, and notice the beautiful changes in your life. Always walk in the light, and know that you are a beautiful soul within. Thank you again, And please help the videos out to go farther by liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing. And each time you share these videos, you're able to share the message and help other people around you. You can find me at Spirit and Soul Healing, and I'll have the links to my books below. Take good care.